Chagya Chemboyi Chonyurdu Tobra Jingi Lo Shingramjan Chokchu Jigdena Tusungi Gyawa Kebe Yab Kera Papa Jambe La Sowade Gyodansin Tiwa Cheba Dan Jamninje Jansen Jongwa Dan Lamsonjo Chagya Chemboyi Chonyurdu Tobra Jingi Lo Yojanjo kawa chinjon dira tupten la tubani beje jetsun losan trapa la so gyodanzin tiwa cheba dan jamninje jansen jongwa dan lamsonjo chagya chenbo ye chonyurdo tobra jamyange sebo tsonga pe drupgyuge temba zimbe so Togden chambe gyatso la sowa de gyodanzin tiwa cheba dan Chamninje jansen chongwa dan lam songjo chagya chenboyi cho nyurto tobra jinge loa ningyoge dambe dzechene kandenge duja minze pe pasto chege gyansen la sowa de gyodanzin tiwa cheba dan chamninje jansen chongwa dan lam songjo chagya chenboyi cho nyurto tobra jinge lo Rimnigi neljura tarcine cimegi rinzin kunyepe Drupcho dharma benzala sowa de agyo danzin chiwa Jamninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenboyi Cho nyurto tobra jinge lo achegege chingwe makwe par Nge tenge tembe gyanzen zin lo san tenyo drupa la sowa de Gyodanzin tiwa chepa dan jamninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurto tobra jinge lo kosunge potra nyamga wara ngurmige karge drogunte kedru sangye yeshe la sowa de gyodanzin tiwa chepa dan jamninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdo tobra jinge lo aje lo sangya we tembala gwen te da yerme tamche ken jezon lo san che gen la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan jamnin che jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdo Kadyo gyo tenjo malyo pa tenchik do nyamlen tar chenpa Drupche gende gyansen la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan Chamninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya Cho nyurdo tobra jinge lo aje lo sangya de nimbo chu Tsundruge nyambe chonye pa drube gyansen zimba la sowa de Gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan jamninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurto tobra jinge lo sabge ge tamche duze chu kandenge duchara domke pa gyanzen la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan jamninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurto tobra jinge lo je lo san chege gyanzen Lartendra pedu lekchun pa chitsun lo san yeshe la sowa de gyu danzen tiwa chepa dan jamninje jansen jongwa dan chenpo ye cho nyurdu topra jinge lo je sangye ngwege chin lap shin lam ningyo samura nga nye pa chitsun lo san chinle la sowa de gyu danzen tiwa chepa dan Jamninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yi cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo aje lo sangya we ningyo gi te nyimbo nyamle tar chenpa drupcho lo san namgya la sowa de agyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yi cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo je lame nyingyo damba na te manur tsewe domze pa tinchen yeshe gyanzen la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo lam tsala manura tembe ni yon tawe kundo geze pa jezun namgya jamba la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo pe tambu sangye ngormi kara yu gyabo chogi minze pa penche pande yeshe la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yi cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo donga ge lam sa yonzo la tse chi ge drube tarsen pa kedro ngawan dorje la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yi cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo tenke ge tuwa nipa shin che tsunge gyaden sege gun che tsun dharma bhadra la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo mingme ge tsenche mingme zu sab yange kenra jambe shin yangchen drube dorje la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo de tongge nel jora tarche ne sonjo ge gyasarang shepa kedru tenzin tsundru la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo sablam ge tokpa tarche ne shedru ge tempe gyansen zin lo san tsundru gyansen la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo cha cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo nye tunge time ma gwe shin lab songge tembe nyimbe zin lo san tunyo druba la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen chongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge je gyawa nipa lo sandra la ngormi karge namro pa je tsun klege gyatso la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yi cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo lam sabdan gyaje chögy zo gyo kande yon la seze pa tinche ngawan jamba la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yi cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo time ge rikpe ge gyange tate ge lamsa seke pa kecho jingme wangbo la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen chong chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo gun lo san gyawe rin lo cho she druge pe la datre wa che tsun tempe drume la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo je jam gwen ningyo du tsir nyam togi lunto cherge pa che tsun genzen la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo nge mege neso tse che tu drup gyo ge tempe genzen zin drup che ngo dru rapten la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenpo yin cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo pangto ge yenden tarsene lekshe ge chochara de gurube gendun gyatso la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan cham ninje lam sonjo chagya chenpo ye cho nyurdu tobra jinge lo no rimni ge drube kopan to panden tembe nima la sowa de gyo danzen tiwa chepa dan Cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam songjo chagya chenboi. Chonyurdo tobra jinge lo drokun la jambe shenwangi. Dongage tembe genzenzen. Jetsun trinle gyatso la sowa de. Gyodanzin tiwa cheba dan. Cham ninje jansen jongwa dan. Lam songjo chagya chenboi. Chonyurdo tobra jinge lo. Yong tupten lungdo tambe che namangi gyawe gongba shin. Pewe tinle dame la sowa de gyodanzin tiwa cheba dan jam ninje. Lam sonjo chagya chimbo ye cho nyurdu dobra jingelo jegyawa nibe tugi chu kandenge duchara pewe ni chinchen lo san yeshe la sowa de gyodanzin tiwa cheba dan jam ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya Chir Thubten Trinley Gande Donga Tula Nga Ghesce Thubten Trinley La Sowa De Gyodanzin Tiwa Cheba Dan Cham Ninje Jansen Chongwa Dan Lamsa Chonyurdo Tobra Jinge Lo Jedrudo Kongme Densaro Te Denge Duche Pe Dushar Trinchen Tsawe Lama La Sowa De Gyodanzin Tiwa Cheba Dan Cham ninje jansen jongwa dan lam sonjo chagya chenboyi chonyurdo tobra jingelo jela ma sangye su tongwa dan ne korwa la shenba lopa dan ma drogun drume kurger ne lam tumo dan tumo ma imbe pe sonjo chagya chenbote tunyurdo tobra jingelo pakyuke kodan dagelo Pakyuke sondandagi nga pakyuke tudandagi ten yerme chikdo jinge loa makyuke kudandagi ten yerme chikdo jinge alon sa shipu ki chue sheme to Tari Rabba Linga Shin Ni De Gempa Di Sangye Shintu Mikte Ulwargi Drokunam Dashi Chöpar Shoyedam Guru Radna Mandala Kam Niryatayami Sangye Chodan Soge Chonam La Chancho Pardo Dani Kyapsu Chi Dagi Jinso Gibe Sonamgi Drola Pinchra Sangye Druparasho Sangye Chodan Soge Chonamla Chancho Pardo Dani Kyapsu Chi Dagi Chishe Give Sonamgi Drola Pinchra Sangye Drupa Sangye Chodan Soge Chonamla Chancho Pardo Dani Dagi Chishe Give Sonamgi Drola Pinchra Sangye Druparasham. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment. To the merits of listening to the Dharma, may I quickly obtain the state of Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. Nel Buddha, nel Dharma e nel Sangha prendo rifugio fino all'illuminazione. Tramite i meriti dell'ascoltare gli insegnamenti del Dharma, possa io ottenere lo stato di Buddha per il beneficio di tutti gli esseri senzienti. Buongiorno, good afternoon.
Quindi oggi continueremo con la spiegazione del testo del Mahamudra. Parleremo. Quindi nei giorni scorsi abbiamo avuto molto tempo per spiegare più piano, sì, grazie, scusa. E quindi abbiamo molto tempo per spiegare del rifugio, della bodhicitta. Anche se abbiamo avuto tempo, sono due soggetti che sono molto importanti, che potremmo parlarne per mesi. Quindi parlarne, meditarne, sono dei soggetti così importanti che potremmo stare tantissimo tempo su questo. Ma penso che la cosa più importante, l'input che abbiamo dato nei giorni scorsi, adesso continueremo sulla seconda parte del testo. E quindi in poche parole viene condensato molti concetti, dice, in questa parte. Verso 3, 4 e 5, prendere rifugio e generare bodhicitta, non lasciare che siano solo parole che escono dalla tua bocca, prendili dal profondo del cuore e continua. Poiché la natura della mente, che è scoprire il significato di Mahamudra, punta su questo, conoscere la vera natura della mente ultima. Siccome questa natura dipende dalla collezione di accumulazione di meriti e la purificazione delle oscurazioni, prima ripetiamo il mantra delle 100 sillabe circa 100 volte e quindi fare centinaia e centinaia di prostrazioni mentre si recitano i versi della confessione delle cadute. E poi con una profonda richiesta, il proprio guru, inseparabile da tutti i Buddha, facciamo richieste, visto che lui è inseparabile dai Buddha dei tre tempi. Una volta che abbiamo preso rifugio, generato bodhicitta, è il momento in cui dobbiamo concentrarci sulla parte dell'accumulazione dei meriti, purificazione delle negatività e richiesta delle benedizioni. Sono le tre cose principali che concludono le parti preliminari. Quindi nel commentario si spiega che esistono 4 pratiche. La prima, rifugio, con la generazione della mente di bodhicitta, secondo offerta del mandala, terzo Vajrasattva e quarto il Guru Yoga. Quindi abbiamo fatto le spiegazioni del rifugio e della generazione della mente e ora affronteremo nella pratica dell'offerta del mandala. Ci sono moltissime cose da spiegare sulle bodhicitta di cui non abbiamo parlato, però altrimenti dovremmo parlare solo di quello, però il proposito era di continuare con la spiegazione sul testo della Mahamudra. Ci sarebbe tantissimo ancora da spiegare, da vedere sulla bodhicitta. La prossima, brevemente, affronteremo queste tre parti che mancano delle preliminari, l'offerta del mandala per l'accumulazione dei meriti, la pratica Vajrasattva per la purificazione e le prostrazioni e la pratica del Guru Yoga. Ognuno dei soggetti è già un soggetto a sé stante, completo di per sé. Potremmo andare avanti per tantissimi dettagli in ciascuno di questi, ma preferisco per ora, siccome abbiamo altri 10 giorni circa per finire questo corso, 26, 26. Quindi dobbiamo parlare del Guru Yoga, però andiamo un po' più avanti ora, se non riusciamo a finire. Per realizzare la vera natura della nostra mente dobbiamo accumulare meriti e purificare le nostre negatività. Ci sono molti modi di accumulare meriti. Il più potente è quello della generosità, praticare la generosità, condividere, dare. Quindi quando diamo, quello che determina i nostri meriti è la nostra motivazione, quello che diamo e a chi diamo. Questo crea la differenza. La motivazione, perché dobbiamo condividere quello che abbiamo? Perché dovremmo aprirci agli altri e donare agli altri? Di base noi vogliamo gli altri che siano felici, vogliamo che siano liberi dalla sofferenza e anche perché dedichiamo, possa io attraverso quest'atto di generosità possa accumulare l'accompletamento della pratica della generosità e al tempo stesso realizzare la natura della mia mente e ottenere l'illuminazione per aiutare tutti gli esseri a raggiungere lo stesso stato. Un altro modo di accumulare meriti è fare degli impegni virtuosi e mantenerli in modo corretto. Questo è un altro modo di accumulare i meriti. Qui, in questo contesto, il modo principale è l'offerta del mandala. L'offerta del mandala è una pratica semplice, ma al tempo stesso può essere complessa, ma in generale è semplice. È una pratica in cui noi condividiamo quello che abbiamo, offriamo tutto quello che abbiamo ed ha una speciale caratteristica anche perché quando si fa l'offerta del mandala, come Ghesce Thubten Trinley ha dato l'insegnamento, ha detto noi non offriamo solo ai Buddha, ma offriamo una terra pura di Buddha. Come possiamo spiegare questo? Ci sono tre aspetti di noi stessi che vanno sempre insieme. Il corpo, la mente e anche un ambiente in cui noi viviamo. Siamo sempre in un ambiente. È qualcosa che parte dalla nostra esistenza. Non importa se siamo qui, se siamo in qualsiasi altra parte del mondo, se siamo rinati in una terra pura di Tushita, in qualsiasi altro posto, è un ambiente. L'ambiente che noi sperimentiamo è anche il risultato delle nostre cause, condizioni e karma. Come parte del sentiero per l'illuminazione c'è anche la parte che noi chiamiamo Shindagjona, allenarsi, prepararsi preparare la terra pura in cui noi ci illumineremo. In altre parole, creare le cause per vivere in un ambiente puro. Quindi offrire il mandala, noi offriamo questo bellissimo, perfetto universo, questa terra pura ai Guru Buddha. E mentre lo offriamo, noi creiamo le cause per noi stessi, per sperimentare un giorno, di vivere in un ambiente puro. In questo tempo dove viviamo abbiamo molto inquinamento, un ambiente che non è il migliore. Quando facciamo l'offerta del mandala è un modo sottile per creare le cause, per vivere un ambiente puro, che è qualcosa di molto importante, specialmente per il nostro sentiero spirituale, è fondamentale, è qualcosa a cui è stata sempre data importanza per praticare un sentiero spirituale. Quando facciamo l'offerta del mandala, generiamo prima, prendiamo rifugio, generiamo la mente di bodhicitta e poi di fronte a noi generiamo il campo dei meriti, Guru Buddha, inseparabile da tutti gli esseri di saggezza di tutti i Buddha, e poi facciamo l'offerta del mandala. Normalmente usiamo il verso Sashipuki Vishwatata. E poi mettiamo le mani nel mudra che offre al centro il Monte Meru, che è il centro dell'universo con i 4 continenti, è come se offriamo tutto il mondo o tutto l'universo. Come Ghesce Thubten Rinpoche dice, noi offriamo una terra pura ai Buddha, e questo è quello che offriamo. Quindi offriamo questo universo come fosse una mente pura. E quindi immaginiamo che tutti i nostri meriti, tutta la nostra energia positiva, tutto quello di positivo che abbiamo si manifesta nella forma di un mandala, di un universo purificato che noi offriamo. È come dare senza attaccamento, è il modo migliore per accumulare meriti. Quello che diamo, tutto quello che esiste, nelle apparenze più belle. Lo diamo con la fede e senza attaccamento. A chi lo diamo? A tutti i Buddha, a tutti gli esseri santi. Con questo è un modo molto forte per accumulare energia positiva e meriti. Una delle pratiche che è stata sempre fatta è questa offerta del mandala. Poi ce ne sono tante altre con tanti livelli di spiegazione, ma questo è il modo più semplice. Ci alleniamo a dare, a donare, a condividere quello che abbiamo, anche se non abbiamo tanto, ma immaginiamo che tutto quello che abbiamo si trasforma in qualcosa, si moltiplica in qualcosa di un universo bellissimo, prezioso. Immaginiamo di tenerlo nelle nostre mani, ma è enormemente grande, infinitamente grande, e lo offriamo al Guru Buddha che è di fronte a noi. Come lui lo riceve, lui prova grande gioia e beatitudine. Una volta che abbiamo finito, giriamo le mani verso di noi e immaginiamo di ricevere tutte le benedizioni. L'offerta del mandala può essere fatta una volta o tantissime volte, possiamo anche fare un'accumulazione di offerta del mandala. Normalmente c'è anche la tradizione, si fa con le mani o qualcosa che rappresenta il mandala. C'è una base più piccola di questa che sto mostrando, e poi si mettono delle pietre preziose, del riso, si gira 3 volte con la mano destra girando verso l'esterno, 3 volte in senso orario, mettiamo un po' di riso, ancora un semi o pietre, e giriamo in senso antiorario 3 volte. Andiamo col polso sulla superficie e che simbolizza 3 volte fuori, eliminare gli stati mentali negativi verso il fuori. Puliamo la nostra mente, gli stati negativi. Quando lo giriamo all'interno, generiamo la motivazione positiva. E c'è una ragione speciale perché si fa questo, perché si dice che nel polso c'è un canale molto molto importante, meridiani di energia, che è chiamato il meridiano del cuore o anche della bodhicitta. Stimolando questo meridiano aiuta molto a toccare la profondità della nostra mente, stimolare la profondità della nostra mente, quindi 3 volte fuori si gira, 3 volte in senso antiorario e poi mettiamo questi semi. Quando abbiamo finito lo rovesciamo verso di noi, facciamo 4 mucchietti e poi si ripete ancora. Prima verso l'esterno, verso l'interno, e si può fare un ritiro di questo dove si accumulano tantissime di queste offerte del mandale. Si fa di solito fino a 100.000 ripetizioni. Non è così difficile, non è così lungo. Si fa la formula breve del mandale. E poi si rovescia verso di noi. Ci sono diversi modi di farlo, questo è uno dei più semplici, lo facciamo, ripetiamo, accumuliamo contando le ripetizioni. La cosa importante mentre facciamo questa offerta del mandala, ci concentriamo sul fatto del dare, del donare, non nel fatto di chiedere qualcosa per noi, ma nel fatto di dare. Quindi offriamo partendo dalla nostra gratitudine, sulla base del nostro rispetto, della nostra fede. Visualizziamo di fronte a noi il nostro Guru, inseparabile da tutti i Buddha, e offriamo a Guru Buddha tutto quello che esiste nell'aspetto del mandala. Nella motivazione noi ci colleghiamo con la pratica della Mahamudra e diciamo: posso accumulare i meriti, posso io attraverso i meriti che io accumulo con questa offerta, posso io diventare capace di realizzare la Mahamudra. Posso diventare capace di realizzare la vera natura della mia mente. Noi colleghiamo la pratica di Mahamudra e generiamo questa intenzione. In questo modo lo facciamo. Ci sono molti modi di recitare. Come il verso che dice anche nel Guru Puja, c'è un altro modo di farlo lì. Comunque, la cosa importante è che noi visualizziamo di fronte a noi tutto quello che è prezioso, quindi offriamo senza attaccamento e senza avversione. Quando offriamo tutto l'universo, dentro di questo ci sono anche le cose che non ci piacciono. Quindi andiamo oltre questo, andiamo oltre quello che ci piace e quello che non ci piace. Immagino che tutto sia molto puro, come se fosse una terra pura di Buddha, e le offro al Guru Buddha. Questa è una parte che è abbastanza semplice. Se possiamo, volendo, si può andare in molti dettagli, come visualizzare le offerte da mandare. Al centro c'è Monte Mero, intorno ai 4 continenti, il Sole e la Luna. Quale continente, ogni nome che ha, qual è la forma, il colore, i sottocontinenti, come sono fatti, quali sono le loro emblems. E quindi ci sono i 7 possessi di un re, di un monarca. Può essere molto complessa la simbologia, ma siccome non siamo pronti a fare questa visualizzazione, immaginiamo il modo più semplice, che offriamo tutto l'universo, e questo è già abbastanza per noi. E questo è abbastanza semplice, non dobbiamo andare molto in dettagli su questo. La seconda parte è un pochino più complicata. Quando offriamo il mandala al nostro Guru, come inseparabile da tutti i Buddha, è la stessa cosa come offrire tutti i Buddha. Quindi immaginiamo che noi offriamo il nostro Guru Buddha, ma effettivamente lo stiamo offrendo a tutti gli esseri santi. Non so quanto può essere semplice fare un'offerta senza entrare nel meccanismo di chiedere qualcosa in cambio. Noi siamo abituati, io ti do questo, così io posso ottenere quest'altra cosa. Qui non dobbiamo entrare in questo meccanismo automatico, ti do questo per ottenere quest'altro. Ti offro questo mandala perché ho gratitudine verso di te e richiedo le tue benedizioni, ma non penso che la tua benedizione sia uno scambio. Più offerte faccio, più benedizione ricevo. Se non faccio abbastanza offerte, lui non è abbastanza gentile, non mi dà benedizioni abbastanza. Non è un fatto di comprare le benedizioni in base a quanto si offre. Quando offriamo qualcosa come segno di gratitudine è un segno di rispetto, di importanza, che noi diamo un valore. Quindi offriamo il nostro meglio e non chiediamo niente in cambio. Lo facciamo con gratitudine e non ci aspettiamo niente in cambio. Questo è molto importante, generare questo stato mentale. Anche se possiamo fare questa offerta del mandala esterno, che rappresenti l'universo, è anche importante. Nel nostro modo normale di essere, noi vogliamo manifestare materialmente quello che sentiamo. Per esempio, quando c'è qualcuno che ci piace molto, gli facciamo un regalo, cerchiamo il regalo più bello perché vogliamo esprimere questo piacere. Se c'è una persona che non ci piace tanto, qualsiasi cosa diamo va bene, non ci importa molto. Quindi quando ci teniamo a qualcuno, noi lo manifestiamo anche in modo materiale. Nello stesso modo noi offriamo il meglio che possiamo offrire. Anche il mandala, l'offerta del mandala che si usa è fatto di oro, dei migliori materiali più preziosi, che manifesta il meglio. Non perché Buddha è più contento di ricevere l'oro, perché noi vogliamo offrire il meglio di quello che abbiamo. Per esempio qui c'è una rappresentazione del mandala davanti a Traglia Rinpoche, c'è questa offerta questo mandala fatto di oro puro. Offro il meglio che ho, questo modo per dire il migliore materiale e non vogliamo chiedere niente in cambio, è un modo di manifestare la nostra fede, la nostra gratitudine, il nostro amore e il nostro rispetto al Maestro. E questo è un modo per coltivare la nostra fede, il nostro rispetto, la nostra gratitudine, al tempo stesso le coltiviamo. Il successivo, una volta che abbiamo fatto questa parte di accumulazione dei meriti, ci sono altri metodi, ma ora ci concentriamo su questa del mandala. Entriamo nella parte successiva, purificare la nostra negatività. La purificazione della negatività è basata di solito, è fatta in 4 aspetti, che sono chiamate le quattro forze o i 4 poteri di purificazione. Topshi, le 4 forze. Ma prima di tutti, qual è il significato di purificazione? Innanzitutto, creiamo un karma, abbiamo parlato molto nei giorni scorsi, facciamo delle azioni noi piantiamo un seme nel nostro continuo mentale. E poi quello che succede è che poi a un certo punto questo seme maturerà. E se è possibile però bruciare quel seme, eliminarlo prima che dia il suo frutto. Qual è la differenza tra estinguere un karma e sperimentando il suo risultato o purificare la sua radice? Ogni volta che sperimentiamo il frutto del nostro karma, consumiamo quel seme. Ogni volta che noi paghiamo il nostro debito, lo stiamo estinguendo il nostro debito karmico. Ma questo però non è una purificazione, è estinguere consumandolo attraverso il risultato, sperimentandone il risultato. Purificazione invece noi quando noi siamo capaci di eliminare questo prima che maturi, quindi senza necessariamente pagarlo, riusciamo a eliminare la causa negativa senza avere bisogno di sperimentarne il risultato. È questo che vogliamo dire, si intende per purificazione. Quindi non è che per purificare dobbiamo soffrire. Quando soffriamo stiamo estinguendo il nostro karma, sperimentandone il risultato, ma quando lo purifichiamo non dobbiamo necessariamente soffrire. Quindi perché lo dobbiamo purificare? Perché prima abbiamo fatto tante cose stupide in passato e poi, secondo, se permettiamo a queste cause negative che abbiamo creato di manifestare i loro risultati, una volta che si manifestano è troppo tardi per cambiare. E quindi dobbiamo sperimentare i risultati. È come se abbiamo una pietra molto alta da una finestra, la lasciamo cadere. Finché la teniamo in mano possiamo tenerla, eventualmente tornare indietro con l'azione. Una volta che l'abbiamo lasciata cadere, cadrà al suolo necessariamente. Quando il nostro karma è ancora nella forma di un seme, c'è ancora la causa che ancora non ha dato risultato, possiamo ancora bruciarlo, possiamo fermarlo, possiamo cambiarlo. Una volta che il karma comincia a manifestarsi nel suo processo, dopo è troppo tardi. È come una malattia. Il momento migliore per evitarla è prima che si manifesti. Una volta che si è manifestata, allora a quel punto quello che possiamo fare è viverci insieme. Quindi dobbiamo prevenire le malattie eliminando le cause prima che manifestino i loro risultati. Questo è prendersi cura della propria salute. Quando la malattia si è manifestata, allora ci dobbiamo prendere cura, ma ormai della malattia che si è già manifestata dobbiamo gestirla. Quello che succede, come facciamo a purificare? Che cosa possiamo fare per fermare queste cause negative che abbiamo creato, questo karma negativo che abbiamo generato? Anche per ottenere uno stato di coscienza alta dobbiamo avere una mente molto pura, molto chiara, anche rispetto a ciò che è negativo, quello che è il nostro karma negativo che non ci permette di andare oltre e capire e approfondire il significato del Dharma. Per purificare abbiamo queste 4 forze di purificazione che sono piuttosto semplici. Vediamo. La prima la chiamiamo il potere della base, che è il fatto che noi per purificare tutte le azioni negative che io ho fatto, devo generare la mente opposta, devo generare una mente che è direttamente opposta allo stato di mente che avevo quando ho generato quell'azione negativa. Il secondo potere è aprire apertamente, ammettere i nostri errori. Diciamo che io ho danneggiato una persona parlando male, in modo violento adesso. Come posso pentirmi di quello che ho fatto? Come posso vederlo come un errore se sono ancora arrabbiata con quella persona? È difficile. Quindi, prima cosa io devo generare un'indifferenza e poi una sorta di amore, gentilezza e poi posso riconoscere che ho fatto qualcosa di sbagliato, non avrei dovuto reagire con la rabbia, no, spero di non ripetere più questa azione, ma prima dobbiamo cambiare la nostra attitudine mentale. Quindi, generalmente parlando, tutte le azioni negative ne possono essere fatte contro 2 oggetti, o verso gli esseri senzienti o verso gli esseri santi. Quindi, per avere una mente opposta rispetto alle azioni fatte negative rispetto agli esseri senzienti, sviluppiamo amore e compassione verso di loro, che è la bodhicitta. E per purificare il karma negativo che abbiamo fatto contro gli esseri santi, prendiamo rifugio. Quindi non dobbiamo più vedere come esseri ordinari, ma con rispetto e fede, e prendiamo rifugio e generiamo la forza opposta e quindi prendiamo rifugio in loro, generando amore e compassione, generiamo anche lo stato mentale opposto a quello che ci ha portato a compiere delle azioni negative verso gli esseri senzienti. Sulla base della purificazione c'è sia la bodhicitta che il rifugio, quello che abbiamo generato prima, all'inizio nelle pratiche preliminari. Quindi la seconda forza è la forte chiarezza che io ho fatto un errore, ho compiuto, quindi aprire, cioè, apertamente ammettere che abbiamo fatto un errore, non bisogna sentirsi in colpa, ma dire a noi stesso, questo è stato un errore, non avrei dovuto fare, non è stata una buona idea, non è stato il meglio che potevo fare. Apertamente ammettere il proprio errore, i propri errori. Questa è la seconda forza che è molto importante. C'è una differenza qui tra confessare, nel senso di sentirsi colpevoli, o invece apertamente aprire, ammettere il proprio errore. Quando si parla di confessione si pensa spesso a un'idea di colpa, senso di colpa. Qui non dobbiamo sentirci colpevoli, dobbiamo semplicemente diventare consapevoli che abbiamo fatto qualcosa che non era giusto fare, non era buono fare, per questo devo cambiare. E qui avviene la terza forza, che è l'impegno di non ripetere più quell'azione. Quindi prima devo avere una mente di amore e compassione verso me stesso e gli altri, poi prendo con la fede e con rispetto, prendo rifugio negli esseri santi e sulla base di questo ammetto apertamente tutti i miei errori e poi mi impegno a non ripeterli mai più queste stesse azioni, è una cosa molto importante. Anche se non siamo sicuri se riusciamo a ripeterli oppure no, ci dobbiamo comunque impegnare. Qualcuno potrebbe dire, io non mi impegno, non prometto, altrimenti magari faccio un karma doppiamente negativo perché rompo la promessa di non averlo fatto più e continuo a farlo. Dobbiamo invece impegnarci a non ripeterlo più e questo ci aiuta a non farlo più per un periodo più lungo, astenerci da quell'azione. Poi magari scivoliamo ancora su quella strada e ancora ritorniamo a rifare la promessa e possiamo riuscire a mantenerla per un tempo più lungo senza ripetere quella determinata azione negativa, ma apertamente ammettere il proprio errore, i nostri errori, questa è una cosa molto importante, il nostro sentiero. Mi spiace se lo devo dire, ma io spesso vedo in tante persone è molto difficile ammettere i propri errori. È un po' strano, in effetti, perché non c'è niente nell'ammettere di aver sbagliato, anzi penso che sia bello ammetterlo. È come se qualcosa è successo e non l'ha fatto nessuno è colpevole. Qualche volta qualcosa è sbagliato, di chi è la responsabilità? Nessuno. Io non l'ho fatto, io non l'ho fatto, io sono una vittima e tutti sono vittime, nessuno. E questo mi fa ricordare una storia buffa che sono tornato da un lungo viaggio e sono arrivato qui dal Bagnano e c'era solo una persona a casa di Rinpoche. E quello che succede è che quando sono arrivato la toilette era completamente bloccata. Quindi che quello che ho fatto, ho chiamato l'idraulico che è venuto per sistemare, ha tolto tutto il water e poi dentro c'erano 3 o 4 nel tubo, c'erano 3 o 4 bucce di melone. È un po' strano, molto strano qualcuno che butta il melone nella toilette. E poi ero nella casa e quindi all'idraulico disse, ma che strano, ma che ha fatto? Dice, io stavo viaggiando, non lo so. E lui si mise a ridere e disse, ma nessuno l'ha fatto, nessuno si trova mai il colpevole. E quindi l'unica persona che era nella casa, ma com'è così strana questa cosa? E questa persona disse: io non ho visto mai un melone in questa casa in questi giorni, quindi non ho idea di come sia potuto succedere. Magari è stato uno spirito che ha mangiato il melone e poi ha buttato le bucce nella toilette. Questo è sempre un semplice esempio, perché quando qualcosa succede nessuno è colpevole, nessuno si prende la responsabilità dei propri errori, e quindi prende invece la propria responsabilità è bello. Io preferisco molto di più quando qualcuno fa un errore e viene e lo dice: oh, scusa Lama, io ho fatto questo errore, per favore lo ammetto, ho agito sulla base della gelosia, della rabbia, non ho mantenuto i miei impegni. Come posso sistemare? Cosa posso fare per migliorare questo errore che ho fatto? E quindi dire mi spiace non è abbastanza, non è importante. L'importante è non essere dispiaciuti, ma fare qualcosa per rimediare. Altrimenti entriamo nel meccanismo che alcuni di noi che noi conosciamo, qualcuno ci dà uno schiaffo e poi ci dice scusa, è tutto come prima. Dopo un po' di giorni ci ricolpisce e dopo un po' dice scusa, non ho bisogno che tu mi dici scusa, ho bisogno che tu smetta di colpirmi. Il punto non è tanto chiedere scusa, ma cambiare il proprio comportamento. Questo è chiaro. E no, con il nostro karma succede la stessa cosa. Quello che ci fa purificare non è dire mi spiace, è ammettere apertamente che c'è stato un errore e impegnarsi fortemente a non ripeterlo più. E dopo questo, il quarto potere, noi generiamo dell'energia positiva che è come antidoto al karma negativo che abbiamo compiuto prima per purificarlo. Con questa intenzione, e qui si entra nella pratica del Vajrasattva, dove noi facciamo il mantra del Vajrasattva, anche quello di fare le prostrazioni, con la pregazione ai 35 Buddha della confessione. C'è un modo di fare l'offerta di acqua, aiutare le persone malate, pulire il gompa, fare tante forme di karma yoga, fare tante azioni con la base di bodhicitta rifugio, apertamente ammettere i propri errori, impegnarsi a non ripeterli più, e quindi questa azione per purificare tutto quello che facciamo e per purificare le nostre azioni negative. Ci sono molte azioni che possiamo fare, ma non basta capire. Una volta che ho capito che è stato un errore e mi impegno che non lo farò più, ma non è ancora abbastanza. Dobbiamo fare qualcosa per generare l'energia positiva che si oppone all'energia negativa che abbiamo creato prima, e in questo modo riesce ad eliminarla. Quando facciamo questo, una delle pratiche principali è la pratica del Vajrasattva. È per questo che Panchen Losang Chöky Gyaltsen disse: prima di meditare sulla Mahamudra devi prima fare 100.000 recitazioni del mantra di Vajrasattva per purificare i tuoi difetti mentali, il nostro karma negativo. E quindi è per questo che si fa questa recitazione di Vajrasattva, ma anche fare solo quello non è abbastanza, dobbiamo farlo all'interno delle 4 forze, quindi rifugio bodhicitta, ammettere i propri errori e impegnarsi a non ripeterli più, e poi la pratica di purificazione. Possono essere le prostrazioni, può essere il mantra di Vajrasattva, può essere la pratica, per esempio la purificazione degli elementi dell'autoguarigione, oppure del karma yoga, quando aiutiamo gli altri. Per esempio vengo a pulire il gompa o vado a pulire la cucina del centro, per fare un esempio. Se pulisco il gompa o qualsiasi altro luogo, e mentre pulisco penso: questo è il mio lavoro, lo devo fare, ho bisogno del cibo del centro, devo fare qualcosa in cambio. E quindi pulisco. Qual è la differenza tra karma yoga e lavoro? Karma yoga può essere una pratica di purificazione, il lavoro di per sé no. Quello che fa qualcosa, un'azione, diventare karma yoga o un semplice lavoro. Il lavoro è quando facciamo qualcosa, usiamo il nostro tempo, la nostra conoscenza, la nostra energia come uno scambio per qualcos'altro di materiale. Quindi io ti do delle ore in una settimana, una parte della mia conoscenza, faccio questo, questo e quest'altro per te e tu mi darai questo salario, c'è uno scambio materiale, do per ricevere qualcosa. Questo è il lavoro. E per questo perché a volte qui nel centro a volte è un po' delicato quando parliamo di karma yoga qui. Se io faccio la mia parte per aiutare nel centro semplicemente perché questo mi permette di avere un posto per dormire e mangiare, questo resta lavoro, semplice opera, volontario ma lavoro.
Sleep and the food to eat, this is not karma yoga, this is work. Volunteer work, but it's work. Okay? It becomes karma yoga in the moment that I am offering my job. I am not doing it as an exchange. I am doing it because I am part of something higher than me. I am doing it as a way to generate positive energy in order to purify the negativities that I have created in the past. Okay? I do it without the expectation of immediate reward. That's where karma yoga comes. I think it's quite clear the difference, right? Okay? So, when doing karma yoga, I do karma yoga myself. I always think here in the center, the volunteer number one is Rinpoche. Rinpoche is the one that dedicates his life 24 hours without any free day. He's always available day and night. Someone may say, oh, he's not always available for me, because he's available to so many people all the time. I know he's always there, or in the phone, or with someone, since morning to night. Always doing things for everyone and for the center and so on. And many times I observed and I saw and I think the work of the Bodhisattva or a Buddha like Rinpoche is the work of the servant of the Dharma and the servant of the sentient beings, Because Rinpoche is always there, for example, serving all of us, listening to our needs, giving us advice, helping, oh Rinpoche, I need this, Rinpoche, I need that, Rinpoche, how I do this, Rinpoche, how I do that. He's here, he's there serving us all the time. Not like a servant to whom we give orders, but he's there for our service. Or not? All of us, who in a more intimate way, who in a less intimate way, more near or less near, we always they are there. I am in an intimate way, so we are always there asking, oh Rinpoche, I need this. Rinpoche, I need that. There was one time that Rinpoche was even saying that he practiced Tonglen through his ears. Because he was always receiving complaints and bad news and always giving nice words to people, So he was taking the bad and giving the good. So basically, it's really like serving others, giving to others. This is the word, this is the meaning also of karma yoga, Even today I was having a small talk and then I was remembering the fact that Rinpoche, he came to Italy, to the West. As we say in Portuguese, in Brazil Portuguese, there is one saying which says, com uma mão atrás, outra na frente, which means one hand in front, the other one behind, which means with nothing else, Rinpoche came to the West, he had no money at all. He didn't know people much around here. He didn't know the language. He was not invited by some important organization that took care of everything for him. He just met one friend, connected to that friend, and that from that he connected to another friend. And like this he was coming. He came to a place that had nothing to do with Buddhism, that was very skeptical on healing, and with effort, helping one person after the other, serving everyone that he meets, serving his friends. That's what Rinpoche has always been doing. And nowadays, here we are, in this beautiful center, in this beautiful temple, with all of this. All of this was made by Rinpoche, sure with the help of others, but was him. And he started all of this basically with nothing, Sure, he had no money, he didn't know many people, he had no many resources, but he had a lot of wisdom, a lot of merits, a lot of compassion, many other things, which was a lot. It was not with nothing, but, from a mundane perspective, he had nothing to start with. So, now that we were talking about, for example, making the temple, why is Rinpoche putting so much effort, and I'm following him, putting also a lot of effort to make a temple? Rinpoche doesn't need a temple for himself. I personally really, really do not need one. Sure, it's a mixture of fun. I really enjoy doing the part of thinking of building the temple and doing all the things that I do it with my whole heart and my whole soul. Everything I have, I do it. But, has never been my, dream of consumption just to pass my life within construction and budgets and all this type of things sincerely, I went to study Buddhist philosophy and to do meditation. That's not my goal. But I'm happy to do it, Sometimes I think it's a little bit to do with my own lineage, because one of my main teachers, Ghesce Thubten Trinley, who already passed away, he was the main builder of the monastery. Whenever he built 3 temples, 2 schools, he built many things, and there he was always taking care of all the constructions. So I think somehow I got his blessings. But the point is that Rinpoche is not making the temple for himself. I am not putting the energy to make this temple for myself. Why? For everyone. In order to have the conditions for us to be able to listen to the Dharma, to comprehend, to meditate, to study, to share, to heal. That's why. So again, it's not for his personal benefit, but it's as a way of service to us. And when I think about Rinpoche in this way, in the ancient times, one time, some years ago, I had a private talk with the 11th Panchen Lama. And I was very, very well impressed by him. Really, really. Like most of the people, when I talk to someone, it's quite difficult for the people to say something to me that really impressed me. Normally, most of the things that people say, I say, okay, nice, but it's not something I say, wow, I haven't talked about that. That's really something, It's quite difficult for someone to impress me. And 2 people have impressed me a lot. Because they had saw things in a way that I didn't see. They gave ideas in a way which was really deep. One of them is Kyabche Trichan Dorjichan, Kyabche Trichan Rinpoche, the reincarnation of Lama Ganchen. And the other is also with the 11th Panchen Lama. When I had this I went there to have a private meeting with him. It was supposed to be a few minutes. We ended up having an hour and a half together. And he said one thing to me, which I thought very beautiful. He said, for us Tibetans, for me and for other lamas here in Tibet, life is easy. Because anywhere we go to bring the Dharma, it's already part of the culture. People already receive us with katas, with offering, with prostrations, with respect. They are all there ready, wanting to receive the blessings, wanting to receive. We don't need to take care of much, We all need to go and teach and give the blessings. Everything is done. But then he said, for example, for Lama Ganchen in the West, it's not like that. Has not been like that. So he was saying it's much more meritorious to do what Lama Ganchen is doing and to go to a place where there is not. And you need to start from the beginning. It's like when Rinpoche first came to Europe and he was blowing at people for healing. And some people will blow back on him saying, I can also do that. And then after some days they will come back saying, oh, thank you, it really worked. Can you blow again, But if we think here, traditionally for centuries and still in Tibet, how it happens? The master, the Lama, what is his only job? Teach the Dharma and give the blessings. Give empowerments, give blessings, teach the Dharma, give advices, that's all. He doesn't need to worry about financial situations. He doesn't need to worry about organizational aspects. He doesn't need to worry about making things for the center, building temples or anything else, okay? Normally, the people that want the teachings, they will put themselves together, organize everything, build the temple and ask the Lama to come to teach. That's how it works. Let's say normally. Here is the other way around. Rinpoche is here. He opens the center, put everything he has inside, ask us to come inside to do the practices and the teachings. He makes the project we must do. Then here are the two lamas working to make the temple, to build, to find the money to make it. We do all the part. And then in between we also give the teachings, give the blessings and do all of that. Sure, with the help of everyone we are doing this. But this is just to say, this is real karma yoga. It's real putting ourselves in the service of all, And this is the most beautiful thing. And I do it with a lot of joy. And I think Rinpoche, I see him, I learn from him. So much joy into doing this. So this is something that is very precious, So remember always clearly the difference between work and karma yoga. Ordinary work means I exchange. I give to receive. It doesn't matter how much you are doing. It's not like karma yoga is up to 3 hours a day. Above 3 hours a day is not anymore karma yoga. Or karma yoga is when you only work 2 times a week. If you dedicate yourself more than that, then that's normal job. You can dedicate 24 hours of your life, or you can dedicate 1 minute. It depends on the intention. It depends on the motivation. The way how we do it, that's what makes the difference. Okay? Even if we may find ourselves in a condition in which, yes, we need a place to sleep, yes, we need food, maybe we have a profession and we offer a job to the center and then the center somehow pays for that job, that's also fine. We need to pay our bills, we need to pay the taxes, that's also okay, But the point is the reason why I'm doing my job, how I do it and why I do it. That's in our motivation. So if we do as a give to receive, as an exchange, then this is work. If we do as a way to invest our energy in something that is greater than us, as a way of accumulating merit, as a way to purify our own negativities, as a way to put ourselves in service of something that is greater than us, that is the Dharma, of our gurus, which our gurus in the service of the Dharma, If we really look, Rinpoche, who is him serving? Who does he work for? Okay, the Dharma, but he works for all of us. Here is there serving everyone that he meets, and all sentient is helping people, helping sentient beings. So actually, the logic is the following. I serve my Guru, but my Guru serve everyone. So in order to serve my Guru, who I need to serve? Everyone. You know? I don't know if it's clear, this logic. So, whatever we can do, it can be one small translation, it can be a small cleaning, it can be a cooking, anything that we do to be part of something greater than us. We put ourselves into the service of Dharma, into the service of the Sangha, into the service of the Guru, of the Buddha. We put ourselves into the service of other beings. And this is a great, great way to accumulate merit and to purify our negativities. Especially if this is accompanied by recognizing and openly admitting our own negativities. By first of all, refuge and bodhicitta. Recognizing that which were our negative actions, so openly admitting our faults and mistakes. Committing ourselves not to repeat again, then I go to do karma yoga. Even if I am there washing the dishes or cleaning the floor or cleaning the toilet or cutting the grass, it doesn't matter what I am doing, If I'm doing, I remember my teacher one time in the monastery. It was quite touching actually. One day, first he was a bit upset because the temple where we were living, I was living in the second floor just on top of the temple that Lama Ganchen built in India. And then one day he saw that, and he was living with me up there, and he was the elder monk of the whole department. And he saw that one day the temple inside was quite dirty. It was not as clean as it was supposed to be. So he took one morning and he started cleaning it. He didn't say anything to anyone. He was the elders of all. He was not that scolding people that they didn't do their job. He just came in. He took all the cushions outside very early in the morning. He took all the cushions outside and he took everything out, put in the sun, bring water inside, start washing the floor and cleaning everything. He was over 70. And there he was doing everything. And then came all the younger monks after him. Oh, Genla, sorry, we do for you. Please don't do this. And he said, how selfish can you be? You want to also do my accumulation of merit and my purification? You do your accumulation, you do your purification. This is my purification, this is my accumulation. I will do my part. So let me do my cleaning. If you really think you like to clean also, then you also clean. Come, participate. Do when I do without me needing to show you or ask you, So, I saw he was the person that was working so hard and so much. It was like incredible. He would wake up every morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, do 3 hours of meditation, and then he would go to work, very hard work, every day until almost the last year of his life when he got sick. Then he would go to work from 7 in the morning up to 6 in the evening with 1 hour break every day. So, and he did it really clearly with the intention. He would not receive 1 cent from the job, but was his way of service, to serve others, to serve the community, to serve the Sangha, to serve the Dharma, to serve the Buddha, to serve the Guru, to serve sentient beings. It's quite sad, sincerely, when I see how present is in our modern times the concept of exchange and how rare is the concept of to be in service. Very often everyone is comparing to each other. I do this job and I get this. He do this job and he get that. I do this, and we're always comparing to each other. We are not here for that. If you really need to compare yourself with someone, compare yourself to Rinpoche. Let's see who is working more. Okay. I work less than him, but I still do a lot. So, all of this because when you talk about accumulation of merit and purification, one of the important parts is the part of Karma Yoga. I remember one of my best friends in the monastery, his name was Ghesce Thubten Trinley. He was a great scholar and a great worker. In any job you would give to him, he would be able to do it perfectly. And because of that, the monastery was always giving him jobs. And in the monastery, we are talking about a big monastery, almost 4,000 monks. So, when I entered the monastery, it was around 3,200. Then some years ago, it was more than 4,000 already. But the monastery have one system, which is a sort of democracy, which works like this. Every position in the monastery, it has a time, how some position is for 1 year, some positions are for 2 years, some position for 3 years, okay? So let's say that this year we need a new cook, a new administrator, and a new librarian, okay? So how do the monastery choose who is going to do each job? They make an open votation. So every monk will vote and will tell who they think should do that job. But there is no candidates. There are no candidates. Say, oh, I like to do the job, then let's say who they vote. No. Everybody knows almost everybody there. So I just go and I put 3 names of who I think is the best to do the job. And then after they take together, and the one that receives more votes need to do the job, independently if he likes or not, if he wants or not. And my friend, very often he got to do jobs like the administration of the monastery, because he was really good in every work. But he wanted to study, he wanted to meditate, and there he was all the time working. And the consequence in the monastery is like this. If a job is given to you by the monastery, because everyone voted, and you don't want to do it, you go out of the monastery. The only way of not doing the job is going out of the monastery. Going out of the monastery means you don't eat more, no more food, no more housing, not more participating in the activities of the monastery. It's quite hard, actually. Huh? Otherwise, you do it. Or you are really sick, and then you can be accepted not to. Otherwise, there are not much possibilities in between. Or you are in strict retreat already before, then the nomination is not valid. Otherwise, there is no choice. So my friend was really upset because he needed to study for his Ghesce degree, which is like the PhD of Tibetan Buddhist philosophy. And he was there struggling with that, and he needed to work so hard in the administration, and he was quite upset, so that he was talking to one of his gurus, who was also my guru and the guru also of Lama Ganchen. His name was Geshe Yeshe Wanchuk, one of the greatest scholars and masters of our times. He passed away in 1997. So he wrote to Geshe Yeshe Wanchuk, that was in Tibet, and Geshe Yeshe Wanchuk answered him back with a letter. Then he always carried this letter with him, and then he showed to me the letter one time. And in the letter, Ghesce Thubten said to him, oh, I'm very happy that you wrote me, and this and that, and so on. And then he said, as much as you may put effort in your own meditation and in your own practice, you will never be able to accumulate the amount of merit and purify the amount of negativities by yourself that you will be able to do by serving others, especially by serving the monastery, by doing karma yoga. So he said, every morning recite the 3 main aspects of the path, and with awareness and a good motivation, do your karma yoga. That's the best way to accumulate merits and to purify. And this will give you the solid basis for one day to be able to sit well and meditate. He was very clear on that. So, and my experience is the greatest are the practitioners, the more humble they are and the more they put themselves into the service of others. This is the truth. Okay. So, to purify, one of the ways, most simple, because how many of us really also here have the ability to sit down every day and to do 100,000 Vajrasattvas? And to really do it with the correct visualization and the correct intention, and do it really well and by meditating on the true nature of our own mind, because that's what the mantra of Vajrasattva is about. Remembering our own true pure nature and so on. It's not that easy, but it's much more simple just to put ourselves in service of something greater than us. And to offer and to be available and to do the best that we can. Without competition. Without complaint. But offering the best with gratitude. This is something that, and what I have seen is that the more someone has more experience and practice, the more humble they are, and the more they are happy to serve. For me, this is very clear. I have seen people that have really important jobs, important positions within Buddhism and so on. And then suddenly, they are in a context where they can serve, they are happy to serve. It's beautiful. And all the Buddhas, who they work for? For sentient beings. So why shouldn't we do the same? So, I just took the opportunity, together with this, two things. One is to say, in the context where we are, one of the most direct and easy ways for us to accumulate merit and to purify our negativities is to use our body, to use our knowledge, to use our time to serve something that is greater for us, to serve the Buddha, to serve the Dharma, to serve the Sangha, to serve the Guru, to serve sentient beings. And one of the ways of doing that, one of the ways, not the only way, but one of the ways is serving the center. So, it's an incredible opportunity we all have, Something that we cannot forget about. Something that we need to remember. Because we are talking here about accumulation of merit and purification, and we have a beautiful opportunity in front of us to do it. So, this I put into service myself. Okay. The actual meditation of Vajrasattva, when it says here to do 100,000 times, it's not just to recite Vajrasattva 100,000 times, but is to do, while doing the meditation of the sadhana of Vajrasattva, sitting in the same place to do 100,000 mantras. Okay? And that means to do the retreat on Vajrasattva. This is also something very good and very powerful practice of purification. But we shouldn't focus too much only on the actual recitation, which is also important, but also into the visualization. So there is the sadhana of Vajrasattva, like Kyabche Trichan Chodo Rinpoche. Last time Trichan Rinpoche was here, he gave us the transmission and the explanation of the practice of Vajrasattva. So I don't need to go into details right now on the practice of Vajrasattva itself. Okay? The most important thing is that even if we just do the recitation of the mantra, or if we just clean something, or we do whatever we do, if we do with the intention to generate the positive energy in order to eliminate our own negative karma, it works. Okay? It's like also Atisha, when he was in the end of his life, you know. The great that we have represented in my right side, the great Atisha Dipankara Shrigyana, one of the greatest masters that came to Tibet, the one with the red head. When he was in the end of his life, he was really, really old and a bit sick, and he had difficulty standing up, and his legs were trembling, and he would go every day and make offerings in front of his altar, with the legs shaking. And then some time one of his disciples asked, "Oh, Master, please, you can stay seated on the bed. I will make the offerings on your behalf." And ironically, he answered him with some sarcasm. He said, "Oh, really? And would you also like to eat on my behalf?" Like, making offerings is for me as important as eating. That's similar when my teacher was cleaning the Gompa, saying, "I am cleaning for my own practice. If you want to do your part, you do your part. But don't take away from me mine." You know? It's an honor to be able to do that. It's not a burden. Okay? That's why, I feel the same way. One time someone asked me, "When do you go for holidays?" And I was thinking, I don't really go for holidays. Mainly because I don't think I work. I have this precious opportunity that I can dedicate my life for something that I believe, and I've been in service of the Dharma and service of my Guru, without needing to live in this way of give to receive, Because I'm sorry if I'm put in this way, but if we only work, it's quite sad. Because what happened in most of the places in the world, not need to go far. We give our energy, we give our time, our knowledge, in order to receive something back. 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros, 3,000 euros, 10,000 euros, whatever. Okay? I give my time, I give my energy, and what I receive backwards, energy, which is money. But then what do I do with this money that I receive back? Very often, I will just use it to survive, try to satisfy some desires, to buy stuff. And when I see my life is completely consumed by working for something that most of the times we don't believe in, and then what? And then the time that we have in between that is very little, we try to rest because we are tired of the work emotionally, mentally. And then we try to compensate the tiredness by consuming things. I don't know if it's too much, the example, the way I'm showing, but I think it's quite realistic, right? Not everyone, but many. And then just living in this cycle, I believe that it's a great, great luxury that I have myself, that I am allowed to work not for anything in exchange, just to work for something that I believe in. Not to work, to dedicate my life in something that I truly believe, which is karma yoga. Okay? So in this way, it is one of the strong ways of accumulation of merits, It's like I remember when we were building the monastery in India, they were building the new temple. It was a big construction. And then there was one of the hard works, which was when they were making the construction in the first floor, they had to bring all the sand and the stone and the bricks up one floor. And in India, there were not any cranes to bring things up or anything like that. It was on the back. Going up few stairs with stones and sand in the back. So they would make shifts between the monks. And they would go so happily to do this job, So you will see the young monks and also the little elder ones going up in the monastery and they will be happy to do it, and they will come back in the end of the day completely broken. Like with pain here and pain there, one whole day really doing hard work. And they were so joyful. I was doing other part. I was not allowed to do that part of work because the lamas couldn't do this work. We needed to prepare the statues for the temple. So all the text, we would pass days and days from morning to night rolling Dharma texts and preparing everything to fill up the statues. No? And it was so happy. You sit amongst, and then if you ask them, oh, what do you do today? They would not say, oh, today I need to work for the temple, so difficult, so tiring, oh, my back is already hurting. They would not say that. What they would say, today is my day of Tsoksa Dripchang. Tsoksa Dripchang. Tsoksa Dripchang means accumulation of merit and purification of negativities. That's what I'm going to do today. With such joy. You know, if we look to our Guru, Panchen Rinpoche, he passed great part of his life serving his own Gurus. Really serving, being there, doing whatever is necessary, being as an attendant. You know? So, it's like a great, great opportunity that we all have. Okay? And when we talk about the accumulation of merit, the more we can do the accumulation of merit in ways that is more near to us, then this will give the basis for us to sit down and meditate. This will give the basis for us to go and understand better the teachings and apply it to our lives also. Okay? So one advice that I give to everyone here is that whenever you do any type of karma yoga, this can be here in the center, from far away, making a transcription of a text, or helping in whatever thing, or even, maybe someone doesn't have the fortune of having a community and an organization like a Dharma center to be able to do karma yoga with, and has not this opportunity, so maybe it's just, okay, go and help someone that is in need. That's also a way of serving sentient beings. You serve the Buddhas because the Buddhas serve sentient beings. So by serving one person that is in need, you're also serving all the Buddhas and your own Guru and everyone else. But before starting any practice, even if we are, for example, here in the center, before coming and fixing the cushions, or cleaning the toilet, or helping in the reception, or cooking in the kitchen, or any job that we do, or coming and teaching the Dharma, or talking to any job that we do, before, or in the morning, before we start everything, or even with that we start the job, We start Sangye chodon soge chonam la janjo bardo dani kevsuchi dage jen so give sonum ge drola penjer sangye dobrsho. We take refuge in Buddha Dharma Sangha, made through the merits of this action that I am doing. May I reach the state of Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. We take refuge, we generate the bodhicitta, we remember that what we are about to do, it's not an ordinary action. It's a holy action. It's a sacred action. Because of how we do. Because if I do with an ordinary motivation, even being in the most sacred place, which is where I am right now, giving my backs to the altar, it says. Sitting in a throne representing the Dharma. Doing the most sacred of all actions, which is sharing the Dharma. If I do this with an ordinary motivation, I need to fulfill my job, this is my job, I need to teach the Dharma, or, by this way I need to make some money, or I like to, get fame, or this or that. If I do this with an ordinary motivation, there is no so much difference between this action and any other action. It's as mundane. There are differences, but it's as mundane as doing almost anything else. So, what makes an action to be part of our spiritual path, or what makes it to be mundane or ordinary, let's say, is the motivation and the way in which we do it. So remember, do it with the best of the motivation. And for that we need to remember it again and again. If we do karma yoga 2 times in our lifetime, then it's more easy. Wow, today is my karma yoga day. I really need to do it carefully and something we know we have this. It's more easy. When we do it more constantly, then we need to remember it. We need to remind ourselves, we need to remember of the importance of karma yoga, the benefits of it, and we need to do it again and again. Remember ourselves. That's why before starting, make a prayer in the beginning of our job. Make a dedication in the end. It doesn't matter what we are doing. If I am baking bread, if I am making accounts, if I am working in the reception, if I am cleaning the floor, if I am cutting the grass, it doesn't matter which job I am doing. If I am receiving a guest, if I am doing anything, if I'm working in the computer, on the website, in the printing press, whatever I'm doing, in the beginning always generate the motivation. I'm doing this, I put myself into service of my Guru, I put myself into the service of the Buddha, of the Dharma, of the Sangha, I put myself into the service of sentient beings. May to the merits of the action that I am about to do here, may I reach the state of Buddhahood for the benefit of others. We generate the motivation. And then after we do the job in the best of our abilities, and when we finish it, we dedicate our merits. We are grateful for this opportunity, and we dedicate the merits that we have created. Just as if we were doing a prayer or a meditation. Because it is as valid as, if not more. Okay? So, I just took the opportunity somehow, because when we talk about purification and accumulation of merit, this is one of the best ways to do it. Okay? It's not only the fact of the power of the mantra. Also, if, for example, if we do a job that is more connected, for example, to cleaning, there is one way that we can do. I did it many times, When I was living in India, I would clean myself, the house where I was living almost every day. I was there, I would clean it, I would cook myself, I would clean the kitchen, I would wash my clothes, I would be doing this and that. Sometimes I helped to clean the gompa. I would do all of this. And one thing which I was used to do, it was like, how can I adapt the normal, ordinary work to my practice? So when we are cleaning, physically what we are doing, we are taking away dirt, right? So what we do as we do that? Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manobalaya Vajrasattva Tenobadida Didra Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Subokaya Mebawa Anoraktu Mebawa. We do the Vajrasattva mantra as we are cleaning, and as we take away the dirt, we imagine that all the dirt that we put away are our own defilements. Oh, that's my laziness that I'm taking away. That's my fear. And when we do that, we even clean better, because we don't want to leave any dirt around, because it represents our own defilements, So then, okay, no, I don't want to leave that little thing there. I also need to take out, And it really works in 2 ways. Even I have a friend that used to clean like this, and she said that in her own house she did some tests. When she cleaned doing Vajrasattva, it would remain clean for a longer time. And when she cleaned again without doing Vajrasattva, it would get dirty earlier, quicker, It would last longer when she did with Vajrasattva. But anyhow, this is not the point. The point is that this is a practice which was taught since the time of Buddha. Buddha taught to one of his disciples, Lamchunga, to say, okay, as you clean, you see, this is not the dirt of dirt, this is the dirt of attachment. Through satisfaction, I will clean away attachment. This is not a dirt of dirt, this is the dirt of laziness. Through joyful effort, I will clean away my laziness. And as we are cleaning in the normal way, cleaning pots, cleaning the floor, cleaning everywhere around, we imagine that we are really purifying our mind and our negative actions. And as we are talking about purification, we take refuge in the beginning Someone may think strange, oh, what's this guy doing before cleaning the floor? Is there with his hands together, That's what we are. We are preparing ourselves. We take refuge, we generate the bodhicitta, then we openly admit our mistakes, all the negative actions that we have done out of anger, all the times that we have spoken in a violent way, all the times that we have had negative thoughts of anger, of jealousy, of envy, all the times that we acted physically with violence, all the times that with intention or without intention we harmed anyone. We openly admit our mistakes. All the times that we broke our commitments, that we didn't keep correctly our commitments. All the times that we lacked respect towards those that are to be respected, such as my parents, such as my gurus, such as the Dharma, the teachings, the Sangha, the Buddha. I openly admit all my mistakes. I strongly wish and I request the blessings to have the strength not to repeat them again. And I will do now this action in order to purify that negativities. And then we start cleaning. And as we clean, we do the mantra. We will end up cleaning with more joy and more energy. And we will feel more clean and more light inside also. And for example, when we start, I'm just sharing what I used to do, okay? When I was for doing this. And then when you need to put things on place, I personally, I have always been, since I was very young. And if I let my complete wild part go, I'm very disorganized and I just think to keep things around. I'm not the most organized and tidy person, not at all. Okay? But whenever I really put an effort to do that, what helped me to put an effort for that was, as you put the things nicely, first of all, if I take something from one place, I put it back. It means mindfulness, awareness. When I do the things, I put them nicely, beautiful way, out of respect for what I'm doing. And it also symbolizes, in the same way that cleaning symbolizes taking away the defilements, taking nice care of things and putting things nicely, it represents organizing one's own mind and having clarity of one's own mind, and doing the best in what we do. But we are human beings, and we need incentive. That's why in a monastery there is the master of discipline, to incentive us to do things. Because if we just let ourselves, then slowly we get a little lazy here, we get a little lazy there, we get very much lazy here, we get very much lazy there. And then when we see we don't keep the commitment once, and then we don't see consequences, then we don't keep the commitment twice, and we don't see consequences. And then finally, we are just there following our laziness instead of following our commitments and following what is virtuous. So, we need to remember, as Buddha said, I am my own enemy, I am my own protector. It's in our own hands. And when we clean our houses, do it with the motivation to purify one's own negativities. When we cook, do it with the awareness to nourish our body in order to be able to practice the Dharma and help others. And as we cook, we put with the intention that may I nourish myself with love, with wisdom, with concentration, with merits. We imagine that we nourish ourselves with all the positive things. And as we cook, we prepare the food that we can offer to all sentient beings and we multiply to give to all. There's so many things that we can do in between, In the beginning, when I was cooking every day, I felt quite boring, actually. It would take like 1 hour and a half, 2 hours to prepare a lunch for myself alone, Then, after some time I got quick. It would take 15 minutes. So what I used to do, I used to take the text I was memorizing. I would write it down, not to take the book, which was sacred book, into the kitchen, but that was not so clean. So I would just place on the fridge or somewhere On top, I would place the text which I was memorizing, and while I was cooking and doing, I would go on reciting the text to memorize it. No? And after some months, I would prepare the whole lunch in 15 minutes and everything would be ready. No? And I would basically eat the same thing every day. But I was trying, how can we apply to our life, or better, how can we adapt our daily life to our practice? We cannot make this difference between my practice and my life. It doesn't work. There is no such a thing as my practice and my job. It's one. No? It's fine that sometimes we need free time. Instead, like, okay, sometimes we need to rest, sometimes we need to rest the mind, we need to rest the body, we need to do different activities in order to rest ourselves. That's wonderful, no problem about that. But we don't need to take vacations from accumulating merits, from our own path. These are two different things. No? When we just do a job, sometimes we need to feel like, okay, I need time from that, because I'm doing something which I really don't care much about it, so let me just do something that I really like. But we care about what we do. We care about accumulating merit, about purifying, about being in service for something that is greater than us. Okay? And this is one of the best things that we can do. Okay? So, we are advised by many, many masters, and is also written by Panchen Losang Chöky Gyaltsen here in the commentary on the Mahamudra, to recite at least 21 times the Vajrasattva mantra every day. Okay? If we do at least 21 times, this will help our negative karma not to grow. Otherwise, if we do not do anything to block our negative karma from growing, day after day, it's possible that our negative karma that we have created, it will grow more and more. So what we need to do is not just we recite while we are watching television, we do okay, better than nothing, but still that's not the way how we should do it. Okay? Take refuge, generate the bodhicitta, openly admit your negative actions. Regret. No guilty, but regret. Commit yourself not to repeat again, and then do the Vajrasattva. Thinking about which were the stupid things that I did today. I answered where I didn't need to answer. Oh, I had a thought of violence. I related in a mundane way where I should relate in a spiritual way. I did not respect my guru in the way I was supposed to do. Oh, I broke my commitments. And like this we can go on and on. I spoke with violence. I acted with arrogance. I had arrogance by acting with indifference in the front of the suffering of others. We remember, because the practice of purification, if done daily, it's not only to purify the karma, but it's the best way to redirect ourselves day after day, in order not to create patterns and to repeat always the same things. No? The fact of making a review by the end of the day, saying, okay, what are the good things that I do today? I rejoice about them. What are the stupid things that I did today? The negative things? Okay. They were wrong. I know I did it out of ignorance. I am not a victim of the world. Please, Guru Buddha, bless me. May I have the strength not to repeat them again. I commit myself not to repeat them again. And then I do something in order to create an energy against it. Because when we do something wrong, if we simply say, I am sorry, and we do not actually do something to go against it, most probably we will repeat it again. When we do something wrong and we actually go there and we truly do something to go against it, then actually this will help us not to repeat such action again. Very much. Okay? So I have seen many times people come to me and say, oh, I am sorry that I acted violently, that I did this and that. And after many years, sincerely, if someone comes to me, my point is, I don't really care so much if you are sorry or not. What are you willing to do to change? What are you willing to do to make better what you did wrong? That's the main thing. Because just by being sorry and after we continuously repeat the same thing again and again, that's even sometimes more harmful. So when we see that we do something that is not correct, we should do something as the practice of Vajrasattva, which it helps also, but to do something to purify, to overcome. The other practice of purification is the practice of making prostrations. That's a very beautiful and powerful practice. Okay? Following the footsteps of Lama Tsongkhapa, as is explained here, is said to do the prostrations reciting the confession of downfalls, which is the prayer in which we praise the 35 Buddhas, which are represented near to the side door of entrance. There are all the Buddhas there. They look like the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, are called the 35 Buddhas of confession. And then there is a prayer in which we recite the name of each one of them as we do prostrations. And then after we go through the 4 powers of purification by openly admitting our faults, committing not to repeat again, and so on. Okay? So to do prostrations together with that, that's also a very good practice. And the practice of prostration, if it's difficult for us to recite the 35 Buddha's prayers, we can also do it as we recite Vajrasattva. You know? And to do long prostrations, we do one prostration, and we just go on. And you can do every day, or you do a fixed number of prostrations a day, 100 prostrations, 50 prostrations, whatever number you like, or you can do by time. 10 minutes of prostrations. I did for many years half an hour of prostration. I didn't count how many they were. I just did half an hour. You know, and it's a practice that gives a lot of joy. And it helps very much physically also. It's quite good also physically. And so this is also a very good practice to do. As a preliminary, the good thing is to complete 100,000 mantras of Vajrasattva and also 100,000 prostrations. But in our daily life, we can make at minimum 3 prostrations in the morning and 3 prostrations in the night. That's already something. But if we are able to manage to dedicate some time to do more prostrations, you know, we go there and we do. That's a very beautiful practice for us. You know, and to keep the commitment, we take, okay, for 1 month, I will do every day 100 prostrations. And then we do it. And this will help us a lot also. Okay? So I think with this, we conclude this part for today. And really, on accumulation of merit and purification, we can stay days talking about it. And but the main focus of today, really, for me, is the practice of karma yoga. And I'm not saying this to convince people to work or something like that, okay? Being very sincere. It's something that is really a very powerful way for us to generate positive energy. But again, it depends on our motivation. And we need to be careful, because there is the trap, there is the danger of getting too much attached to our job, to our work, to our role, to what I gain in response, what is the benefits that I gain out of it, and too much comparing one to the other and this and that. And we lose the reason why we are doing it. We lose the motivation of why we are doing it. So this is something that we need to be careful about it. And for all of us, okay? I am the first one. I remembered sometime after I arrived in Italy, one time I was going to give teachings in one other city. And I used to travel a lot that time. I was always like 2-3 times a week I was going to different cities to give teachings. And then one time I was going to one place to give teachings, and then one thought passed through my mind. And it entered like this, like as if it was coming from nothing. And I was saying, how many people are going to be there? How much offering will I receive by going to give teachings there? I think I will spend more just of gasoline and going there and highway than actually what I will receive. This thought came to my mind. And then luckily I could catch it. And I could answer back to myself, saying, do not ever say this again to yourself. I am not here for that. I'm here to share the Dharma. It doesn't matter if it's 1, if it's 10, if it's 100. And it doesn't matter, everywhere I have been up to now, if anybody like to offer something, thank you, it may be useful. If not, okay, thank you, Many times in Brazil, I went to talk in companies and places like this, and people always ask, how much do you charge for your speech? And then I got offended the first time. It's like, you think I am selling something? I'm sharing with you my life. I'm sharing what is the most precious thing for me. And there is no price for it. So if you like to give something, make a donation to the center. Otherwise, it's also okay. As long as you are there listening with an open heart and a clear mind, that's wonderful for me. I don't need anything more. But the other thing also is I don't ask anything, but also don't come to tell me what I need to say. Because when you go, sometimes they invite you in a company and then they want you to say what they want. This I don't do. But basically what I want to say is that if I saw geshes, I saw lamas that enter into the trap of mixing mundane intentions with the spiritual path. We need to be careful. It is dangerous. I saw it for myself. And I'm sharing openly with you. It's a danger that I always block myself from happening, Because it's there for everyone. When you have recognition, when there is money, power, whatever, this all creates attachments, and then when we less expect, we are acting for a complete different reason. I'm not anymore doing it for a service, I'm doing it for power, I'm doing it for money, I'm doing it for whatever. So we need to be careful. When we put ourselves into service, whatever is the level of service that we can give, keep the motivation pure. Protect ourselves from our weaknesses. Because we all have our weakness. Our pride, our ego, I am doing this, he's doing that, I need more, he wants less, we compare. This is we have many weaknesses around. But if we let ourselves be taken by this weakness, then what happens? We will lose the real reason why we are doing, and then we will make something sacred ordinary as anything else. And if we really generate the right motivation and we take care, we can make even what looks ordinary to be sacred. Okay? So I'm just sharing something from heart to heart, really. What I really think is important for us to remember constantly. And this is one of the big opportunities we have, truly, to make one's life meaningful, to be in service. It's nothing to be ashamed to serve. The other way around, we should be proud of being allowed to serve. I don't know why, in our modern times, looks like if we are serving, we are ashamed that we are serving. Am I wrong? It looks like, oh, to serve is something like low level. No, the greatest servants are the Buddhas. They work constantly for the benefit of everyone. And if we look at the great masters, Rinpoche for me is the best example. He's all the time serving everyone, all the time in our service, That's what we are here for. He said a few days ago, oh, what my job, I am the servant of Buddha. Truly speaking, he's the servant of all of us. He's here for our service. Because what's the Buddha's intention? To help others. That's what he's doing, So, we should be proud to be allowed to serve, to be able to serve, to offer what we have, and to have this beautiful luxury of being allowed to live a life where we don't need necessarily to live it just on the base of exchange. It's really a privilege. Okay? And if we do the best with a good motivation, then this will naturally make also things to become sacred. Okay? So I think I already said it quite clear. Now I'm just repeating myself again because it's very important. But we will conclude here now. And then we will make a short break. And then we'll start again. Rinpoche is coming to give more teachings and blessings and practice together. Okay? Then tomorrow we will do the part of Guru Yoga, and then we will start with the actual Mahamudra. Jetsun lame kutse rapten che namkar chenle chochur gepadang losan tempe dreme sasumge drove munse takto ne gyurchi Nimo delle tsendele, nime kunyan delekshin, ninsen takto delekpe, koncho sumke jingelo, koncho sumke ngodrupso, koncho sumge trashisho. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the three jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realization and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. All'alba o al tramonto, di notte o durante il giorno, possano i tre gioielli concederci le loro benedizioni, possano aiutarci ad ottenere tutte le realizzazioni e cospargere il sentiero della nostra vita con molti segni di buon auspicio. Riesci di lei? Grazie a tutti. Thank you very much. Grazie Maria. Okay. And tomorrow we go back to the normal schedule. Domani ritorniamo al normali orari come nei giorni precedenti.